Here we are, back to the home turf. The sanctity of the Merlot Route. Better stop here. Well, I gotta tell you, that was a completely different TTE from anything I was used to. Those of you that don't know what a TTE is, it's the Total Transit Experience. It's Fred Hanson's invention, by the way. Total Transit Experience. Not just taking the bus or the train, but your whole experience getting there and sitting on the bench and, not the whole Total Transit Experience. Anyway, this is the first time in years that I've had an air-conditioned bus during the summer. Of course, it really hasn't been oppressively hot until this year. We've had a few hot days every year, but this is the first year that's actually been a problem. Oh, by the way, this explains why I got an air-conditioned bus. 2615 isn't even supposed to be here at Merlot, so it was just a fluke. But I'm certainly happy to take advantage of that. I tell you, there's no such thing as Total Transit Experience if you're driving this bus. Okay, it's just ridiculous to even talk about the Total Transit Experience when you're having to sit through this. So I think what Fred means is, of course, Total Transit Experience applies to Portland, because maybe you can say that Portland might have more of a Total Transit Experience than people out here. Because that whole concept does not apply to West Side riders. But it's nice. It's very nice. I mean, that's a nice catchword, Total Transit Experience. I mean, it sounds like something Fred would come up with. And I know one of these days we'll actually be able to make everybody comfortable when they're on our system. And people were really impressed to have a nice bus for a change. It was nice. Not just for me, but for the people that ride this bus. No, we don't carry full standing loads, Joseph Rose, but we carry a lot of people, more people than you think. Okay, we carry loads 20, 30 at a time out here, outbound. When I'm coming to work, they're outbound trips. You can't expect people to be packing the bus on an inbound trip at that time of day. Oh, also, by the way, I was almost hit today by a young lady who was texting in her car. She just barely missed me, and when I got up to her, I could see she was looking at her cell phone texting. So now that's two instances where I was almost crashed by people using their cell phone. One was a dump truck on Springfield Road, which is unbelievable. I mean, head-on collision with a dump truck, I would be killed. And then today, this young lady almost ran right into me while she was busy texting on her phone. So I want to know why the media doesn't cover people that are threatening bus drivers and bus passengers with their texting. How come we only hear about bus drivers that do it? It's a two-way street, and I bet you these accidents occur, they don't even make the press. Hello, Hardy TriMet bus driver, ending his shift. See where it takes you. Time-based art is happening. Time-based art. 9:03 to 9:13. Pica. Time-based art. What could that be? Time-based art. What, performance? One of those. Wait a minute, what is this? It's a guy. He's got a beard. Okay. Well, it's artistic, I'm sure. It didn't look like the guy when I was looking at it from behind. interesting performance. Is there more to life than this? Let's see if you can't see this. He's looking out over a canyon. The Alpha Course. Explore the meaning of life.
I'm going to send him $10.
It's People's Email Network. People's Email Network.org or something.
Just Google that. And
all right.
It should come out.
Here we are. It's time to go home. Goodbye to the Murillo Garage until tomorrow. Goodbye to the crickets. We were talking about there at the end of the shift some of the various drivers that have been taking advantage of TriMet using the union rules to basically slack off. The union's protecting them. And I hate to say negative things about the union because we really need the union, but we know of cases where there are drivers that are intentionally screwing things up for themselves and the riders, and unfortunately they're being protected by union rules. But, my point is, TriMet has this huge process to recruit and train people and get people to take this job. And they have all this screening procedure, they have this line training, they have training, and then they end up with these real bozos that don't care about anything except themselves. And so they're using the union and the union rules to take advantage of the company and ultimately the public, because they're using public money to get paid. So you have a responsibility to the public when you accept public money. And they're just using their position here for themselves, trying to find any way to screw the company, which is the same as screwing the riders, because ultimately bus drivers start exercising some of these rules, and it leaves people stranded. But I still say, TriMet with all their HR, they get this huge HR department, they don't know how to, they're getting these bozos in here, and they're getting through the training programs, and they get through the probation, and now they find out that they're really awful people and awful drivers. Whose fault really is that? That's TriMet HR's fault. That's their fault for not being on the ball. And I'm going to keep all the names out of this conversation, of course. But people get pissed, and then they don't care, and now the company's buffaloed by the union, giving credibility to Adron Hall's points about unions. Luckily, most people don't act this way, but the ones that do really screw it up for all of us.